So there's my window, been to pick it up this morning. So mine are from Sterling in Warrington. These are Eurocell frames. Did quite a bit of reading on the frames. Said these are definitely a cheaper frame, but nobody seems to say that they were of any worse quality or anything really. These are actually coming about half the budget of what I planned. Like for example, this window, it's only a small one. It's about 700mm by 800 to 600. That's coming about 70 quid. I think it was 78 quid, which is fine. It's only for the bathroom window. So yeah, first thing we do is removing that plastic. Most people leave it on, but because I'm going to have to fit it from the inside, obviously I don't want that on. So I'm going to remove that. And then I'm going to screw my sill on. So you get this, you get your glazing, which I've got separately, and you get your caps for your sill. So first thing, I'm going to remove the plastic. So all the plastic's off. Looks fine. You normally get your key. I couldn't find it for a minute, but it's screwed in there. So, but the thing that's annoying me, my sill is way bigger than the window. So I'm going to have to just get an ordinary saw now and cut that down to size. Maybe that's normal, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to cut that down. So cut it down to size now, and then you just put these caps in. Fortunately, everything has to be an ugly brown colour because we've got a covenant on ours. All the windows, you see them on all the neighbours' properties, they're all this rosewood dark brown, horrible. So we have to do that. So the caps are on, and now we're going to put the sill on. It fits right now. And then give that screw in, and then that's ready to go into the hole, so to speak. So there we go, sill's on. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch me screw in, but believe me, I screwed that good and proper. Unfortunately, my protection's fallen off, so I'll put that back on, and we'll get it in the hole. So there it is, fully erect and ready to go in the hole. If you want to watch me do that, well, that's up to you. So here it is. The gap around the edge, not too bad. I'll push it over there, send it over a little bit, but the reason there's no gap on that side is because I've just drilled through my original pilot hole into the brick. And you can see the other one's there. So I've sighted where it is. It's basically more or less flush with that brick there on the sill. So now I'm going to fire fixing screws in. So these fixing screws need a 6mm drill bit. These fixing screws don't require any roll plugs or anything like that. It's just a star bit, and you just fire it in. Let's fire it in, and it's secure. So I just fired that one in there. I used that brick piece there just to create a gap, and then I've got an equal gap on the other side here. Yeah, that's all in. So there we go, that's that fixed. So we've got some small gaps. Probably the most that gap is well, it's less than a finger, so maybe 5mm, 10mm. So normally when you measure your windows, I mean the brickwork's been made to match here. But normally if you're replacing a window, apparently you take your smallest measurement for width and height and you minus like 10mm off it, 5mm for either side. So the fact that I've got a bit of a 5mm, 3mm, 10mm gap's not a problem. I'm going to foam that up in a minute. And then we'll take these beads off and we'll slot the glass in. We'll put a little packer down there when I do it. Put the glass panel in and then just snap the beads back on, and it's done. And then when you do your plasterboarding, you're just going to plasterboard onto here, and on the top you'd plasterboard onto here, and then you fit a piece of window board there, and it's done. So now I'm going to fit this glazed unit. It's like speckled finish on the outside because it's a toilet. So we're going to have to get the beads out. So the unit just comes like that. all sealed. Should wear gloves, obviously. Can't get them out. Let's try again. Got it. First one's out. Supposed to use a nice big glazing tool to do it. I use the end of my saw just to creak it out a little bit. Got it out. So one tip I read was keep the bottom one at the bottom somewhere, left on the left, right on the right, top, etc. So you don't lose which ones you've got. So let's keep trying. Got one on the bottom. That actually works really well. That's the right one. That's the left. And that's the top. So we want to get our panel in. There's some blue spaces on the glass. I'm going to see if I can use those just to pack it up a little bit. Put it on. Take off the sticker because that's one on the outside. And then I think you just sit it in. The difference in the sound is unbelievable straight away. I don't know if you can hear me, but basically, yeah, just put it in. I use some of those blue packers that I got with it. It's pretty much equal all the way around now. So I'm pretty damn happy with that. It's just a case of putting your things back in now, your beads. So, let's see if we can have a smashing time doing this. Corner to corner. It's not going in easily. It's not easy. You know what, I'm going to leave the top bit. There's a fixing screw in the bottom. There's a fixing screw in the side, and there's a fixing screw in that side. I've not put a fixing screw up there because it's just a bit of a void. So I'm waiting for this foam to go off. And the foam goes off in about 45 minutes. It's only gone in about 10 minutes ago. So let's pause for a bit. See if we can get this one in. Right, that's in. It needs to come down. So I'm giving it a little hammer down to try and get it into the joint as best we can. Now I'm going to have to bend it to get that end in. Okay, that one's in. Let's go other side. That's in. It's not low enough. Send it onto the joint. Probably have to bend it to get it. That's in, that's in, that's in. The final one, I reckon this one's going to be tricky. Could be tricky, this one. Right, it's in. Get in the gap. Get right in that mighty. That is going to be tricky getting that on, especially with the foam not gone off yet. So I'm going to leave that just for the minute. So there we are. That's the other window in. That's just a bit of the insulation on top there, and he's taking out. And the gaps, though you can't really see the gaps that much, they're quite tricky to tell on there. It just needs a bit of bead. And the bit of bead that I'm talking about, if I've got it somewhere else, I'll show you. You just buy this stuff. So this has just got a bull-nosed edge, and basically you just glue this on with frame sealant. This is brown frame sealant that kind of glues this on, and that's also brown frame sealant, so you just run the sealant on there as well. So that's it. So I've got to buy a bit more of that, but essentially that's in now and ready.